Today, many strands of my life have come together. The years that I spent as a student at St. Hugh's, the years I spent at Parktown as a wife and mother, the years I spent under house arrest when my university, the University of Oxford, stood up and spoke up for me. During the most difficult years, I was upheld by memories of Oxford. These were among the most important inner resources that helped me to cope with all the challenges I had to face. The memories were in fact very simple ones. Summer days like these, when I went on the Cherwell with friends in a punt, or sat reading on the lawn at St. Hugh's, or in the library, not looking at the book, but out of the windows. But these were very precious memories, because I had lived a happy life. And this made me understand so much better the young people of Burma who wanted to live a happy life and who had never been given an opportunity to lead one. When I see Oxford now, when I see the students of Oxford now, when I met some of them at St. Hugh's yesterday, I saw myself again as a young student, carefree, happy, nice. We were nice. The students now are nice. They have been given a chance to be nice. It's a very simple word, but it's an important one. When you look at their faces, you don't see any hidden agenda there. They were so open as we were open, because we had been given a chance to be open. We were not afraid. There was no reason for us to be afraid, and this opened us to the world. I remember small things. I remember so often going in a bus with my very dear friend Anne Pasnick-Slater, sitting side by side in a bus on the Banbury Road, our four denim-clad knees next to each other, and Anne looked down and said, "It's not fair, even knees are different." And it was true. I think, I'm not quite sure which way it was, but one set of knees was pointed and one set of knees was round. And these were the sort of things we noticed as students and talked about and built a whole philosophy on this little fact that we had different sets of knees. Our knees were shaped differently. The world was shaped differently. But we were not afraid of it. The differences meant that we were all the stronger. We learned how to cope with the different problems that we would have to face. I have to mention one of my fellow honorants at this time, because when I was under house arrest, I was also helped by the books of John le Carré. They were an escape. I won't call it an escape. They were a journey into the wider world, not the wider world just of other countries, but of thoughts and ideas. And these were the journeys that made me feel that I was not really cut off from the rest of humankind. I was never alone, because there were many, many avenues to places far away from where I was. And all this I was able to do to a great extent because of the years I spent at Oxford, the friends I made there. The most important thing for me about Oxford was not what I learned there in terms of set texts and set books we had to read, but in terms of a respect for the best in human civilization. And the best in human civilization comes from all parts of the world. It is not limited to Oxford, it is not limited to Burma, it is not limited to any other country. But the fact that in Oxford I had learned to respect all that was the best in human civilization helped me to cope with what was not quite the best, because what is not yet quite the best may still one day become the best. It may be improved. It gave me a confidence in humankind. It gave me a confidence in the innate wisdom of human beings, not given to all of us, but given to enough of us for the rest of the world to share and to make use of it for others.